Welcome to WVTC TV Network, capturing family moments in real time, bringing families closer together from the comforts of home. We are unleashing something different to the world. Start your subscription today for the low price of $4.99 per month or $55 annually. Go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com to sign up today. WVTC TV Network is streaming live on 8 different platforms. You can easily download the WVTC TV Network app on the Apple Store, Play Store, Roku, Fire TV, and more. Here at WVTC TV, we have access to movies that everyone can enjoy, including independent films, Sons of a Preacher and a Good Thing, Treasures of Life, the epic drama, The Passion of the Christ, and the box office hit Madagascar Escape to Africa. Remember, go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com and sign up today.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another segment, My Vision, My Journey. I am sitting very comfortably in a visionary boardroom. Only like-minded individuals can sit at this table. And we got some like-minded people sitting here today.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Look, boy, we like-minded because my sister came in to represent.
Yeah, congratulations to the Eagles.
Roger, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. We, great, awesome game yesterday. We just gonna step right on in, y'all. We just gonna step right on in talking about the game. Awesome game yesterday.
Awesome halftime show.
Yes, awesome halftime show. Actually, one that we can actually be proud of to say that, one for the books. One for the books, because I'm not even gonna talk what they talk about on these grams and on these books about the halftime show. But for me, it was one for the books.
Absolutely.
What else is going on?
Nothing but the business.
Nothing but the business. How you doing today?
I'm making it happen.
You're making it happen in these streets. One day at a time, guys. We want to thank you all for tuning in with us. We appreciate you so much for dropping by the Visionary Boardroom where only like-minded individuals can sit at this table. And we are on episode number 16. We're on episode number 16. Woohoo!
Yes.
Yes.
We're going in the new year.
The new year, guys. And we're bringing it in strong. 16 episodes on WVTC TV Network, WVTC Radio, guys. I have a special person that is going to join us today. My brother, he is sitting here waiting for us to bring him in. And I'm going to bring him in early without further ado because I know we got a lot of things happening on today. But this is one of the media brothers that's here. One of our media brothers that is, he's actually on Thursdays. It's the Ramon Perry Show, guys. Right. We want to welcome Ramon Perry. How you doing, my brother?
I'm blessed. You got me up early today. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I know it's early in the morning, but they say the early bird catches the worm, brother.
They didn't lie either.
So I thank you so much for joining me and my sister here at the table. It's so exciting to get you on, brother. I thank you so much for allowing me to embrace your platform and the first of the new year.
Family.
We family. So tell everybody about a little bit about Ramon Perry and your show.
Oh wow. That's okay. I'm gonna give you the quick version. Let me ask, who's your engineer?
Right now, currently my engineer is the Reverend Morris, Franklin Morris, is sitting here with me today.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do what he attempts to do and give you the short version. Listen, so my show, just a little bit of background about me. I'm a native Chicago. I'm a church boy, raised in church. I've got my own choir. We've sang and recorded and traveled and been on some great stages with some awesome artists. And we happened to be ministering one day at his former church. And I had never seen him before. And he walked up to me and said, "Hey, man, I'm starting a radio show and I want you to be a part of it. I've never seen this guy in my life." And I'm looking over my shoulder like, okay. And so at the end of the service, he walks up to me and gives me a business card and said, "I'm going to get in contact with him." I said, "What's the name of the station?" He didn't have a name. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is real legit, right? So nonetheless, he did call me a couple of months later. I released a single called According to Your Faith. And he interviewed me, and I didn't know he was doing the interview from his basement. Humble beginning. Don't ever forget that. So we talked, and he interviewed me about the single, and then he called me a little later and said, hey, when you're ready, start your show. And I'm like, what show? Remember I told you I want you to start a radio show. So I came down to the studio. At that time, he had moved from his basement out in Dalton or South Holland, somewhere there. I can't remember, right off 179th, somewhere 75th. And I've been doing this ever since. No one could have told me. Real quick one, let me add sidebar. When I was probably in about 5th grade, I used to put my tape recorder up to the radio and record songs and then go back and act like I was DJing. No one ever I never would have thought I'd be doing this. So that's how I got started. And the single's called According to Your Faith, and I named the show According to Your Faith.
Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. Of course, when I say like-minded individuals sit at this table, because my table started out in my living room with my vision, my journey in the corner with a picture. I laugh now because I come a long way. At one point I painted the room. I thought I was doing something. Painted the room and I got a new studio, but I always spoke as if I was in the actual studio before I got a chance to sit here at WVTC. So, you got to speak it into fruition.
Absolutely.
He's speaking of too. So that faith journey, speaking it into existence and having the faith to move forward in what God has called you to.
Yes. So Ramon, what's next for the Ramon Perry Show? What's next? What we got going on for 2025?
Oh man, so it's a lot. I've got the Lord has blessed me to have some amazing guests, local and abroad. I've had international guests from Norway in the studio live that are recording. And so I've got some things that you'll be a part of.
Okay.
So I can't let all the cats out the bag yet, but there's some great things coming, not just for my show, but for WVTC Gospel Radio Network at large. And we're honestly glad to have you both of you be a part of the family. And I do watch your show, My Vision, My Journey. I sometimes catch the replay because I'm catching that last row right when you all get up. I work from home at 8:30. So sometimes I don't roll out to 10 after.
I'm not mad at you, brother. I'm not mad at you. As long as you can get in and when you get in.
Absolutely.
But any feedback about the show? Is there any feedback you want to provide us?
Oh, what I've told you already. So I just think, especially in this current climate that we are in this country, let me preface it with that we have two beautiful females of color sharing information on how our community and anyone else can move themselves ahead, giving information about resources on education and job opportunities, entrepreneurship. Those are building blocks to build wealth for yourself, to prepare yourself for future generations. The Bible says, I come that you might have life. You can't have life in poverty.
Come on now, bro. You speaking now.
You can have life, but he said the abundant life. And you prepare people, you give the information, you give the resources, the education. I mean, that is literally awesome. And that's what we need. All the skills are necessary for certain people. Everything isn't for everybody. But what you share is a lot. It's a wealth of information. And I think it's an awesome thing.
Well, I thank you for saying that, my brother, because sometimes you don't know what kind of traction you're making. Am I right, sis? And so we over here want to ensure that we're doing what the pillars of My Vision, My Journey is all about, is to inspire, engage, empower us, to bring awareness so we can educate and mentor the community. And oftentimes I even ask myself, am I doing a good job in doing so, So I thank you for sharing that, because we don't oftentimes put the money where the mouth is, We
Absolutely.
See a lot of the story of the glory of people. We don't see the real true story and what it takes to get there. We just showcase a lot of the glory on social media, and people think that, it was microwavable overnight. You woke up and this is how the Ramon Perry Show, got started with all of these followers. But, nobody thanked my brother for the traction that you made and said, hey, I was able to grab on some of that traction in that road. And I thank you because you allow me to hold on to something on my journey. So I appreciate that.
Can I share something with you? This is what I've learned in this walk. And I'm sure that it's something that our Lord and Savior experienced. Everybody that he healed and set free didn't come back and say thank you. They didn't. Some folk he gave their sight back, let them walk and hear and see again. Everybody didn't come back and say thank you.
You're
So
right.
there's some lives that you're going to touch through these platforms. They may never come back. But the thing is, it's not about if they come back. It's about the seeds that you sow and who's writing that up above saying you did the work and you'll be rewarded. Don't let that slip away.
Oh my goodness, it got me feeling so warm over here. Appreciate that, brother.
Both of you are doing the work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want the rest of our, our listeners and the community, the village, we call it the village over here, brother. Is there anything else you want the village to be blessed by, or any information before you get out of here?
Absolutely. So it's the thing that you hear, you're going to hear from us a lot. So much of what I just said, share these lives, tag it to somebody. You give so much resourceful information. You're sowing into the kingdom. You're sowing into the earth. Your listeners that listen every week, don't just be the one to get the information. Share it with somebody. Click that link and tag 10 people. Put it in text messages so they can go back and look at it later. Go in your instant message on Facebook and put that link in about 100 people's boxes. They're going to click. Well, what's she talking about? Oh, I need to know about this. Grab that YouTube link. Grandma and auntie may not want to be on Facebook. Grab the YouTube link and put it in text messages, instant messages, so those that don't have Facebook can be a part of what you have to offer.
I thank you so much, guys. That was right there. That was a blessing right there.
True blessing. Thank you so much.
We couldn't have paid for that one.
No, that's just what we do over here. I mean, we want everybody to be a part, and WVTC and the TV network together is expanding, but we still have to do the work.
You're right.
We still have to do the work. The Bible says, ask the question, how to reach the masses. We have to lift. This is part of lifting him up. And this is part of reaching the masses. And it's free. Don't cost you a dime.
Free.
And you really give out very, very good content and resourceful information. So I listen to this and I'm like, she's spitting it out. She's giving out both of you. And then you're faith-based. We see the light of love. We see the anointing on you, if I could use those kingdom terms. And it's faith-based, it's Christian-based. You can't miss here. Start your day with my vision, my journey. Y'all heard it from me. Start your day. Go tell 10 people right now.
That got my commercial link right there. Start your day, my vision, my journey, because Ramon Perry
over and tell your neighbor, you need to listen to this. If you don't get it in the morning, get it in the afternoon. If you don't get it in the noonday. Get it when the sun goes down. Come on, somebody. Y'all don't go to church.
Out of the mouths, guys. I love it so much, guys. But that's what it's all about. We in the community, for the community, by the community. We support one another. Family. Oftentimes I hear people say support. Y'all better start understanding what that word really means. We use that word too loosely. We're gonna have to come back and talk about that. I'm gonna bring you back, Mr. Berry, so we can talk about support, a true support system, and what that look like out here.
Anytime. But again, let me continue to encourage you both. We're so glad to have you.
I thank you so much, guys. Make sure you check my brother out. Make sure you check out Mr. Ramon Perry, guys. He is live on Thursday. And what's the time again, my brother?
7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch us right here at WVTC. Look for Ramon Perry live on YouTube or Facebook.
I thank you so much, guys. That was my special guest, guys, for today. I appreciate him stopping by the Visionary Boardroom where only like-minded people can sit here.
God bless you.
Take care. He said something very, meaningful and powerful about the information, giving out the information. And sometimes that resonate, you know. I want to thank my engineer team. I appreciate them so much, guys. But me and Caleb, we talk a lot. You know, that's my sounding board on the Millennium side for me. But we talk, and the thing of it is when he said about information getting it out here and we give out the information, are we really giving out the right information? And what information do we want to follow and dictate and to pick apart? And what I mean by that, sis, is I was looking on Facebook earlier today. I'm not going to say her names. And a young lady I know posted something. And she posted a situation that another young lady went through with a male guy. And the young lady was allegedly saying the guy had did something to her. I'm not even going to get off into the story. But everybody missed the whole point of what the young lady was talking about. The young lady was a victim in a situation. But we took the victim out of it and we gave victoriousness to the victor. The guy who actually portrayed we just ran him up, because guess what? The moment she said something against him and posted his name, his information, guess what everybody did? Ran to his page. They did. Left the content of what the girl was talking about. People started talking about, she was messing around with him and he was we didn't went past what happened to her. And we started pulling out our own information all on Facebook. So what I'm saying about the information, we rather follow what's wrong than to post what's right. That is going viral right now on Facebook, that little situation. If y'all know what I'm talking about, kudos to you all. But what I'm saying is, when did society become the judge?
I mean, it's kind of been that way for a while.
Right. I mean,
Tell you what's right versus what's wrong.
And then
Ratchet is right.
say it, come on, sis, say it again.
Ratchet is right.
Ratchet is right. Wrong information is right. Abuse of a situation. Y'all, the young lady is talking about what happened, and we didn't went past all of that. We went past way what she was saying, and we started talking about her, how she is as a character.
Everybody's not ready to receive the truth or the facts.
Speaking,
it could be a great phenomenal thing, but when we talk about the facts behind it, people not ready to receive that. I remember some kind of similar somewhat. I remember there was a gentleman that talked about how hip hop destroyed the Black community. And I mean, I think hip hop is great. I listen to hip hop and things of that nature. But when he said what he said, I had to agree with it for a second, because that's when our young boys started loving or looking up to crime, drugs. Our young ladies started half dressing and everything. When you think of a twerk, you think of a Black woman. So
let me ask, so I understand that, and I'm glad you said that, because to me, I know we talk artistry, because I was just watching NWA, and thanks to everybody that's checking in right now. We want to make sure our listeners that are checking in with us, we appreciate you guys so much. So I want to thank my husband, Delanda Bell, for checking in. Appreciate you guys so much. My mom for checking in, and I appreciate everybody at WVTC. Thank you guys so much. Franklin Morris, appreciate you for checking in. But what I want to talk about is, I was watching NWA over the weekend, and it came on, and when they came out with the song, one of their songs, the police wanted to censor them. And they're like, we're artists. Right. We're artists. So we have freedom of speech.
Right.
And they wanted to depict them because they were young. They were speaking of what they lived in. They're not saying that the dope man is cool. They wasn't saying that prostitution was good and all of those things. But what they were saying is this is their reality.
This is what's happening.
Right. This is their reality. But I think we have to understand the difference of, they sung about their reality, which other people, we as society, we try to push what we live in is negative and make it bad. This is how we live.
Right. This is the war zone.
This is our right. This is how we live. And so for me, okay, if I wrote it in poetry, does it make it wrong? If I paint a picture on the wall, does it make it wrong? It's my reality. Right. So how can you take my reality and tell me my reality is wrong? Right. And it's wrong for me to speak to it, or it's wrong, or you telling me that I'm enhancing other people by my reality. Well, if I'm enhancing it, then fix my reality. The reason why I say fix my reality is because let's look at housing projects. Let's look at low income. We give low income to our communities. We give low housing, subsidized living, all of that. But when you walk into it, does it look like what it should? Just because I have to live in low income housing doesn't just mean that I don't deserve running water. Doesn't mean that I don't deserve not to live with infestation of rodents. Doesn't mean that I should have to come into a raggedy building. All of these things, but then and live with crime. But you expect, because I'm in low income housing, that this is how I should live. And then you expect for these people behind this community to act like prince and princesses, kings and queens. Don't be something nasty. You think I'm going to be able to function. And this is what we're doing to the future of our babies. You know, sis, where you at? With the home. You work tirelessly night and day to ensure that your young kings was going to come into something that looked presentable. Yeah. And just because they are a part of the system, and no matter what they didn't have no control. You had 13 to 18. At that age, that's upbringing. They ain't have no control over their life. That's upbringing. Yeah. So however they ended doesn't mean that's how they should live.
Exactly. And they have to be taught that. We're teaching them about keeping your community clean. Like, why would you throw trash out on the street in your own community? Brings property value down.
But if the garbage man never come and get our stuff on a regular basis like yours, if we don't have enough trash compactors in the first place, I'm dealing with that on my block, and I don't even live in an urban community. You see what I'm saying? Because what we're saying is more single housing is changing. Y'all say single housing, but nowadays there is no such thing as single parenting housing. It might be a single parent. How many kids in that house? How many? Come on, y'all. Let's talk about the Black neighborhoods. Let's keep it real. Let's talk about how many neighborhoods where you have aunties, uncles, grandparents, and took in grands, nieces, the nephews, so they can go to school, but you give us one garbage can.
You got to call and order a new one. An additional one.
So if I live in the housing complex, do you think our voice is really being heard?
I don't think so.
You better say this.
But that come back to us, right?
Why would
you just can't go and ask. We as a community, which we don't do, have to come out and say, hey, we need additional garbage cans. I've seen I worked at a place where I was teaching entrepreneurship, and the building, they were working on the roof. So the smell of tar and the chemicals was coming in. It was messing with my breathing. And except for everybody was bothered by it, but nobody said nothing except for me. And then when I raised my voice, then everybody else chimed in. It's always got to be a leader to raise the other people up, to show them, hey, this is how we need to come together. And from me raising my voice, the director made the decision to disperse everybody out, work from home while that was happening. And it should have been done. Why did I have to say something for them to think about that? But it's our people that allow things to happen to them and not stand up to fight against what's going on. The beauty supply industry. Why the Asians making millions of dollars off Black hair? Why aren't we owning, and we won't even support the Black beauty industry?
No, we don't.
The beauty supply houses. I do. I'm making my business to make
support.
To support. Absolutely. Why, we all came together. I feel like we did a good job during the last election. Black people came out, so I can't say that we didn't. But we don't come out to support each other and unify. I believe in boycott.
Sis, let me say this. Let me tell you how the spirit and the energy operates. Because remember, sis, we don't get a chance to talk before we sit at this table. We just like-minded. Am I talking truth?
Oh, that's fine.
we're like-minded, so we don't discuss the show like we should. We don't write the show together. We allow God to let it happen organically. And why I'm laughing right now, because I'm telling you about the synergy and the energy. My sister just said, we don't come together, we don't talk, we don't write. I'm about boycotting, and she was getting ready to talk about this election. And I'm glad she said that, because I know, y'all know, I like facts. I like information. I like my invoices and receipts. So if I open my mouth sometimes, and me and my husband, we have a lot of conversations, but I want to know if I'm talking the right thing before I go put something out there. So I started researching and looking, and I went to Forbes. Because I want to know about the situation, and I'm going to get to it in a minute, because I don't understand why we clutching our pearls. I don't understand why we have a moment on what's happening in this world today. I don't understand why everybody acted so shocked when I sat here, my sister sat here, many other people sat and told you on TV, on YouTube about this Project 2025, and everybody act like they didn't hear nothing about it. And now stuff is happening. They putting a halt, a timeout. They putting a fork in the road, and everybody doing the, or everybody, girl, I can't. You see what's happening? I can't. How are y'all shocked?
Right. We knew it was coming. They told us it was coming.
Somebody help the people.
Somebody
help me to help the people. Help me, sis.
Y'all believe them.
Help me to help the people today. I don't understand why are we acting shocked right about now. So go ahead, sis, because you was about to talk about it. But Trump had secured 292 electoral votes. Okay. A majority of the country that swung Democratic for Joe Biden in 2020 flipped back to Republican when he came into office. Go ahead, sis. So you tell me. Somebody help me. Help me while I'm looking for more information. Go ahead.
So with the election, we came together. I know it was some ridicule. I was watching what D.L. Hughley was talking about as far as Snoop Dogg and his non-comment. And, look, we know what it is.
Okay. What is this? Sis?
He went out there for the money. He flipped for the money.
Okay.
And I mean, is that the Judas in the house?
So I'm glad, because I like to get the information out, and I like to talk from two sides of the table. Not saying I'm for or against. Right. I just put it out there.
Yeah.
So again, from the desk of Caleb, me and Caleb was having a conversation. And I asked Caleb, I'm just doing, not devil's advocate, but I'm just want to know both sides. I'm asking from an entrepreneur standpoint, let's just make it make sense.
Right.
And I said, what is the uproar about? Is the uproar, why is everybody in uproar with, Snoop and Nelly when you're an entrepreneur and you was going to make money? So do I not go get the bag because people in the room are Republicans? Or do I go get the bag because I'm an entrepreneur?
True indeed.
Okay.
True indeed. But I think D.L. Hughley's point was you were so against this in 2017.
So why you for it now?
Right.
So and so again, if I come and say to you, it's a business.
It's a business, but sis, all business not good business.
Now don't be going against me, because I'm just speaking the minds of somebody else. I'm just trying to say like that.
I'm not getting ready to go and serve a Nazi, and I know they don't like black people, and they trying to take my people out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and recruit for.
But it happens every day, though. What I'm pointing out is we say one thing and then we do something different when it comes to the support. What are you willing to give up to go up?
Yeah.
What? I mean, sometimes
that come down to those characters and those values. What values are you holding?
Okay.
What values is Snoop holding? He said he got God, or
so you think everybody that's on the administration of the current leadership is all against us?
No, I don't think everybody's against black people.
Okay. So you just think that they just happen to work for
Trump. Yeah,
okay.
They
so
probably have some different belief systems. As I was going through the process, a lot of people that I know that were Christian, some voted for Trump.
Okay.
I always ask them why. Just for.
I mean, right.
I'm not gonna hate you if you voted for him or not. But some people were stating that, the Democrats went too far to the right.
Mhm.
And they were just like, Trump values aligned with more of the Christian values.
What? Well, okay. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure sometimes you do your reviews and you go see before you accept a job. You go do your homework.
Right.
Before you go to the company.
You go and research that company.
Before you get asked to MC an event, before you get asked to do, you're going to figure out what it's all about. Maybe he did his homework and polled the room if everybody in the room wasn't of that secular. So maybe he felt like, I'm an artist. Why should I turn down my bag when everybody in the room ain't a supporter of what he's in support of? So I'm losing maybe my followers over here. But
I think when you hold a platform, when you hold a platform and you're looked at from whomever as a leader or someone that people hold in high esteem, if you're the average Joe Blow walking down the street, you do what you want to do. I don't think you owe an explanation. But when you hold a platform and people looking to you for their answers or they're influenced by your walk, by what you bring to the table, by your fruit, I believe you owe them an explanation. I remember when TD Jakes was being ridiculed about being at a P. Diddy party, he came back to church and was like, I don't have to tell you nothing. I felt like that was wrong. No, you do owe them an answer.
Okay.
Because you sit in this leadership role and people are looking to you for some of the answers. Everybody's mind is not, oh, I'm going to sit in my own and I know right from wrong, or they're looking to you for your leadership.
Right.
So what you do and what you bring to the table, I think you have to be responsible for that. As a leader, I have to be responsible for anything that happens in my child welfare agency. I have to tell my staff what's going on. I can't just come in, don't ask me no questions.
So let me ask this, because I don't follow much. I grab nuggets, y'all. Y'all know I'm a nugget grabber, and then I just talk about it and see how people feel. I thank you all for checking in. Those that's been checking in, I appreciate you guys. Teresa, thank you. If you're still with me, I appreciate you. Let me see some hearts, some thumbs, some likes. I thank you guys so much for rolling with me. Teresa Needham. We got two Teresas. Okay, we appreciate both of you for checking in with us. She said, good morning. We are here. We discussing. I see you, hubby. I thank you, my American Express card. I see you on the Facebook side. I appreciate the hearts. We're just trying to get down to the reality of what's really happening and how we disperse information. And then also just the thoughts of we so opinionated. And we ridicule our own, but we follow wrong. I'm gonna say that again and I'm gonna get to it. We ridicule our own, but we follow wrong. What I'm saying is, I was talking to my husband earlier and we was having a conversation about where we are in leadership structure right now. And the reason why I said, why y'all so shocked and clutching your pearls and having a gasping moment and all these things when it was already said ahead of time how things was going to operate, but we still see that the man won. Latino men gravitated toward Trump. Latino men gravitated toward Trump. And all for y'all that went there and talk about I ain't vote, I don't vote, it don't matter. You voted for him. If you didn't make a move, you make a move. The move was you voted, and then we don't know how many thousands went behind that booth and closed that curtain and hit what button. Because if you didn't, then how he in office. So what I'm saying is, how could you go and do corrupt things and still be in leadership? And still, you're a criminal. And you in office of leadership. So what are we saying to our legacy? Are we being two-faced? We being double-minded? Because presidency is what you looked up to as a child to lead what's right versus what's wrong. So why don't we go ahead and let all the Ray-Rays and the Babies out? We might as well let them all out, because I'm not talking killers. I'm not talking those that were mastermind hustlers and grinders, because this is what this man is. He's an organized criminal.
I mean, we have systemic racism in America. This is the epitome of white privilege.
But we
gotta be real about that.
But we on Facebook going in on the wrong things. That's all I'm saying. Like, this young man is about to go viral over a alleged situation or whatever. And ain't nobody making nothing viral about what's really about to take place.
Yeah, like education.
Thank you.
Like the impact of Project 2025 on education and what you're going to do about your children and those that's paying for private school. It's increasing. I think since we probably don't have to have a corner on what to expect and what to prepare for when it comes to Project 2025 to prepare our communities.
Yes, guys. So get your business in order. Leave the baggage alone. Stop faking. Take the mask off and get your house in order. Have a dialogue before a monologue. Get your soul right. Get your soul right. Soul ties is so important. My sister started talking back about organizing. What we're going to have to come together. And when I say support, I'm talking about true support, giving out the information. Like my brother just said, share. If we was on here gossiping and cutting each other up.
Right,
ratchet talking about the next, this will go viral. If I was talking about what's really happening inside my household from a negative transport board, if I came over here spreading out bills and all kind of stuff, y'all be like, oh, let me spread that, girl. Let me tell you. All kind of stuff, right. Who sleep with who and who got right. If I came on here and really gave out the tea about that post that I saw, y'all will be chiming in, sharing it always. Now y'all about to go look for some of y'all. Who's she talking about? I'm trying to see what let me follow her page and see who follow. But we don't want to hit the share button. We don't want to hit that share button on the correct information. We rather share the wrong information. We rather give a heart, a thumbs up to BS. We just down each other. So my question is, did anybody get Snoop's side? Did anybody ask him why he did it? Did anybody bring him to the table to explain? But we just throwing memes out and emojis and all kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that he was right. Sometimes before we ridicule our own, do we pull our coattail?
I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't really care what Snoop did.
Snoop, I ain't got Snoop money.
I mean, Snoop got him bills. I mean,
but again, we follow the law. We put out. Sometimes y'all think it be us that put this information out. Do y'all know sometimes it be them to start us? You think it's always us that puts the negative out about us? They put it out here and we just run with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who voted for Trump, what celebrities was supporting Trump from a Black standpoint. It's always going to be like that. We're always going to be divisive. But the point is, what can we do as a people right now to affect change to make sure that these changes that's coming down the pipeline don't occur? What do we do as a people right now? That's what we need to be talking about. Like, how do you mitigate through this administration for the next 4 years? And I pray to God that he doesn't change it where he's in office beyond 4 years.
Girl, so
let's talk about that.
Well, when you know who in charge and who's in charge, who you connected to, what you connected to, you got favor in your life. You're not letting your soul be tied to this. Mark 8:34-38. What is your life worth? What will you give exchange for? Soul ties. Keep God first in all equations.
Yeah.
Keep God first in all equations, guys. So what we're saying is, right about now, if you don't know where you're going, you don't know how it's turning out, you nervous, and I'm gonna tell you, get with the right leader.
Yeah,
get with the right leader, the man above. The man above. Sis, what you got for us before we get out of here today?
So, really quick, guys, on the business sector, anybody that's interested in starting a social business, a social impact business, Sunshine Enterprises is having a 2025 social impact incubator It is about a 8-week course. They're accepting applications now, and basically, they're offering $1,000 stipend and helping you get employees, free employees to come and work with you. You can apply at sunshineenterprises.com. They're having their info sessions now. If you're ready to start that social impact business, please reach out to them and be a part of the info sessions and join in and be a part of that session to help grow your business and to help to start and or grow your social impact business.
Okay, great. I thank you so much for the information, guys. Also, I want to thank Dr. Thompson, my sister, the community dentist. But she gave me some information here. It's called Image, guys. Image, which is Amara for Black male caregivers and girls empowerment. So what they're looking for is Black teen girls and their male caregivers are invited to participate in a research study to try out Image. Image is a sexual and reproductive health workshop for Black girls as well as their male caregivers, like a father, a brother, uncle, or mentor. So guys, this is a workshop. So if you are a male and you are a responsible adult over anyone of a Black female caregiver, like a father, brother, uncle, or mentor, we ask for young ladies ages 14 to 18 years old to attend this workshop, guys. You'll be assigned to attend a health promotion workshop that takes place over 2 days at a community center on Saturday and Sunday mornings. You'll be asked to complete a health questionnaire before and after the workshop that asks for sensitive personal information. Teen girls will receive testing, guys. Testing, screenings. So we appreciate, guys, this information. I know that we don't like to talk about health and what's going on with our teens in our neighborhoods, guys, but we are here to share the information. It will be on my page, and they will also receive up to $270 stipend for this research. Oh, wow. So it's talking about health and reproductive systems, STI screening. Some of our young ladies need to know, guys, early detective of what's going on with your reproductive system. This is so important, and they're asking for male caregivers to come along because sometimes we do take care of our nieces and grandbabies and all of these things, and the father might be the actual spouse supporter.
Right.
And we don't know. Some fathers don't know. We got a lot of young dads out here don't know what to do with these young girls.
And
single fathers, yes, and uncles and all those things, or a mentor. You might be mentoring young ladies, guys. So please, if you can, I'll make sure that this information is on my page. You can go to IMAGE at UIC.edu. UIC is actually hosting this event, guys. And I have a number for you, 872-260-6648, 872-260-6648, where you can get information about this image study, .uic.edu, guys, to learn more information. Come on now, right there, in the community, for the community, by the community, guys. I appreciate you so much for rocking out with us, guys. Also, I'll have some more information. So, guys, make sure you stay tuned because we got a lot of things coming up. Don't forget, we are on February 22nd. We'll be in the building for domestic violence, combating domestic violence with Chloe Safe Haven, 3rd annual fundraiser, guys. It's going to be at the Charles Hayes Center, 4859 South Wabash. Tickets are only $60 to be in the building. But we're combating domestic violence, guys. Y'all know that's my sister, Chloe Safe Haven, y'all. Non-for-profit organization doing big things in the community. And then don't forget as well, we got another fundraiser that we are also supporting, which is the Charm Girls giving money back for a young lady to go away to college, guys. Raising funds for a young lady to go to college. It's a fashion show, and myself and Mr. Bell will be on the runway of that one, and that one is March 9th. I have tickets for that as well. And then don't forget Tiara's Love Fest. That is February 23rd. The date has changed to February 23rd. So, guys, make sure you check out my page for more information. Sis, anything else you want to give the community? What you got going on over there in Inglewood?
I meant to bring some of the things that's happening for Black History Month.
Black History Month. Okay, we can always get that information up for you. We can always give you the Black History Month information, but I do want to say that it is Black History Month. And what is your declaration this year? What legacy are you truly leaving behind? What are you willing to give up to go up? We got to get back to the community, guys. We got to get back to being a community. We got to get back to being a village and a support system, sis.
Got to. I mean, if not, especially with this Project 2025, my God.
We have some more information, guys. Community information, community leadership information, networking. We're going to put it all on the table for you all this year to make sure that you guys are well prepared. Before we go, I just asking the question, guys, are you well prepared? Are you well prepared? So do not remember the former things. Romans 12:2. God is ready to make the impossible possible, guys. We hope that you are still on your challenge. Do you have problems overcoming obstacles? Have you set them ambitious goals? And are you ready to pursue your dreams? I think I am.
And you think?
I know I am. So
let's change those words. Let's speak life.
Right. I'm ready, sis. We ready on the journey. So make sure you check out LaCoya LaShawn, guys. She has that information for you, the SBA.gov information. She always has those little nuggets for you. So make sure you connect them with the connector. We will see y'all next Monday. Peace.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communication Station.